outside of the speech, you think about 250,000 people and seeing that shot where they have Martin Luther King and then the people. Those are those iconic moments. And so I hope that if it's good weather and it's not unsafe for people, etc., that they come out and show, you know, how many people wanted to be on the mall, even, as Dana pointed out, and 2 miles back, and they can't really see very much.
And I want to point out, you're going to be anchoring our coverage. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday and at noon Eastern, so that we're going to replay. We have permission to replay the entire I Have a Dream speech. Is it 17 minutes? Exactly 17 minutes.
I'm so excited because I think people can all of us here could quickly do the I Have a Dream part off the top of our heads. But before that, the first 2/3, as Roland pointed out, had nothing really to do with the dream as people, I think, remember it today. Well,
first
it had to do with the economic.
Roland, it was called the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Okay, it wasn't the March on Washington. There was a point to the march.
But Roland, talk about this amazing coincidence or whatever, that the day after Dr. Martin Luther King Day, the first African-American is sworn in as President of the United States.
Well, I mean, first of all, the federal holiday is on Monday. His actual birthday, January 15th, which was Friday. So the folks you really give credit to for that is really Stevie Wonder and Coretta Scott King, because they were the ones who led that effort to pressure Congress to pass it and pressure, frankly, Ronald Reagan, who was against the national holiday, to actually sign it. And so it is interesting when you think about Obama being sworn in day after King's birthday, but also the fact that 5 years prior to him getting the Democratic nomination, the Democrats chose August 28th as the date for the nominee to accept the party's nomination. August 28th was the 45th anniversary of King's speech here in Washington, D.C. But not only that, 2009 marks the 100th anniversary of the NAACP. Next month, the NAACP will celebrate their centennial. And the NAACP was started as a result of a race riot in Springfield, Illinois. So here you got a guy who served in Springfield, Illinois,
supporting Rosa Parks as they were battling for her legal, her legal fight. But it was the NAACP lawyers who were all in. It's amazing to me to see at this moment in time these lines that are drawn. I got a note from the family of Muhammad Ali, wanted to point out that his birthday is today too. He's 67 years. But again, back to those lines being drawn. Muhammad Ali's birthday on the same day as Michelle Obama's birthday, and I mean, people connected to these stories that all eventually have this ending in this moment that we will all experience.
And the King Memorial, which will be, it was supposed to open this year. They're going to actually open it next year. Harry Johnson, who's over it, and Alpha Alpha started this whole deal because that's a King's fraternity. I'm a member of the fraternity. You're going to have Obama. He's going to be, in essence, cutting the ribbon for this memorial, the only non-president to have a memorial on this mall. And so, I mean, all of these different connections are amazing. Some say it's all simply divine. It's divine.
Well, as we watch the speech on tomorrow,
on Monday.
On Monday, I'm sorry, on Monday.
You want to get it over there?
No,
Is that cold?
That's true. It's interesting to watch when Dr. King he's reading from a text, and it is the prepared speech he stayed up half the night writing. And what's very clear is it's not working very well. It's not moving the audience. Gary Wills has written about this, that while Dr. King was reading it, Mahalia Jackson was standing behind him. And Mahalia whispers out very loud voice to King, said, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." And he keeps on. And then she says, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." And then he looks up, and that's when he takes a flight of fancy away from the text, and you can see him look up. And then he goes in, and that's what makes that speech soar.
He had done that several times before. Clarence Jones said that there were moments where he talked about the dream, it was in your special, Soledad, where he said when he grabbed that podium, and then he said, he's about to do it. He's about to go exactly there.
And people said, like, "Oh, Lord, here we go." They had heard him deliver it as a sermon, so a handful of people knew about it.
As we like to say in our business, that turned out to be the money bite.
Yes,
that was the sound bite of the day, and I guess for decades to come. All right, guys, let's take a quick break. We'll continue our coverage. The Obama Express getting ready to leave Wilmington, Delaware. Next stop, Baltimore, with continuing service to Washington, D.C.